everybody, Protein Bar Review Guy here with another review. And up today we have Quest Cookies and Cream. This is another pretty popular one that a lot of people have been asking me about. We reviewed another Quest bar in the past. I don't know, let's see what this one's like. Okay, before we get started, remember to hit subscribe and share with anyone you know that eats bars and wants to learn a bit about what's in them. We review them here based on ingredients, calorie count, protein content, macros, taste, texture, and then we give them an overall score of 1 through 10. All right, so let's jump right into this one. Let's see here, they're advertising 4 grams of net carbs on this one as kind of one of their selling points. I guess they're subtracting the fiber. Yeah, they're subtracting the fiber, counting net carbs that way. All right. I personally don't do that when I track my food. I count the carbs as they are and I don't subtract fiber. But anyways, moving on. All right, ingredients, here we go. Protein blend of milk protein isolate and whey protein isolate. 2 very good sources, all right. And then we get into soluble corn fiber. I guess that's the glue to hold the bar together there. Almonds, water, natural flavors, cocoa butter, erythritol, and then contains less than 2% of the following: cocoa, palm kernel oil, sea salt, sodium caseinate, sunflower lecithin, xanthan gum, baking soda, and stevia sweetener. Okay, so that's pretty good. You know, they're using stevia and erythritol as the sweeteners. No aspartame, no acesulfame potassium, no sucralose, no maltitol or maltitol syrup. So that's good. These are, erythritol and stevia are pretty low on the glycemic index there. They're using sunflower lecithin instead of soy lecithin. That's pretty good. That's an easy swap. I don't know why all bars don't do that. I guess it's just cheaper for them to use soy lecithin. And then we have the natural flavors in there, which we don't know what that is. So yeah, that's the mystery ingredient. It seems to be in a lot of bars. You've also got palm kernel oil in there, but not bad. So ingredients, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8 for ingredients. Calorie count, let's see. We've got 200 calories, all right. Right what we like to see, between 180 and 220. That's what I think is the perfect calorie count for a bar. So this is getting a 10 for calories. And then protein content, 21 grams. That's really good. You know, we said before in the past, the benchmark is 20 grams of protein for a bar this size. And they've got 21, so that's good. That's going a little bit above. So I'm gonna give that a 9 for protein content. But let's look at the macros here. We have 21 grams of carbs and 8 grams of fat. So you've got a 1-to-1 ratio of carbs to protein, which is not bad for a bar. Since we've been doing these reviews, we've only found a few bars that had more protein than carbs, which is strange since they're all marketed as protein bars. But anyways, yeah, so 1-to-1 ratio, not bad. And then you have 8 grams of fat at 9 calories per gram, so that's 72 calories of this bar is from fat. So out of 200 calories, that's a little bit over a third. That's like 35% of this bar is from fat. 21 grams of protein at 4 calories per gram, so that's 84 calories of this bar is protein, so less than half. I'd say that's about 45% of this bar is protein, but not bad. So macros, I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7 for macros, not bad. And let's see how this thing tastes. We reviewed the Costco brand cookies and cream one, which I thought was pretty good, even though cookies and cream is not really my favorite flavor. But let's see how this one compares. Very similar. Look at these chunks of that. Look at that in there. That's like some serious Oreo in there. I hope it tastes like that. But look at that. You've got chunks of cookie and whatever that filling, what do you call that, frosting or whatever. All right. That's pretty good. Very similar to the Costco one. I was a big fan of those chunks of cookie in there. They taste legit. You know, add some great texture, a little bit of crunch to it, and it's legit. It's like a real, you know, real pieces of cookie in there, it seems like. So, big fan of that. A little bit of a syrupy, artificial aftertaste. I'm not sure what's doing that. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get that bite with all that frosting right there in there. I really want to try and see what that tastes like. Sorry, I'm gonna keep going. Almost there. I'm breaking my own rules here on the reviews. Usually it's one bite per bar, but I really wanted to see get to that big chunk of frosting in there. Sorry. Yeah, that was a little disappointing. There was really no flavor from that big glob of frosting in the side there. Couldn't even tell I ate it. If my eyes were closed, I wouldn't even have known that I ate that. But taste, not bad. It's pretty sweet, and it's got a little bit of a syrupy aftertaste to it, which I'm not a fan of. Taste, but not horrible. I'll give it a 7. Texture, it was pretty good. You know, like I said, you've got those chunks of cookie in there. Pretty good chewiness, you know, pretty firm. You know, I like to have a little, you know, firm bar to chew on, you know, so it's not too soft, so I eat it a little slower. So I think the firmness of the bar was right on, and then you got the cookie crunch in there. Yeah, literally no effect on texture from those white blobs of frosting in there. But overall, not bad. I'll give it an 8 for texture. All right, so let's talk about an overall score for this thing. The ingredients were pretty good. Calorie count was right on. Protein content was right on. Macros, kind of middle of the road, but above average for protein bars. Taste, I think a little subpar, and texture, pretty much on par. So let's see, overall score for this. I'll go 8. Pretty much the biggest factor in this for reducing it to an 8 instead of giving it a 9 or a 10 was basically the taste. I was not a fan of the syrupiness. But overall, not a bad bar. This could be one of your go-to bars if you're a cookies and cream fan and you don't mind that taste, you know, sacrificing the taste for all of the other good qualities that we said in this bar, you know, the protein content, the calorie range, you know, macros, all that. So yeah, there it is, protein bar review guy giving this Quest cookies and cream bar an 8. All right, so remember to like, subscribe, and share with everyone you know. All right, I'll check you later.